It's time to listen to Alvaro Goicoechea from CINDE, that is the Institution of Investment Attraction in Costa Rica. He will answer the question of why is Costa Rica the right partner for productivity and sustainability.
Hello everyone, Alvaro from CINDE, Costa Rica's promotion agency. Thanking you all for taking the time to join me as we uncover the journey of how to invest with purpose and answer the question, why Costa Rica? Your path to sustainable productivity. Nowadays, we're faced with a paradigm to balance the impending need to transform our business and achieve our growth targets. But as we all know, we need to ask ourselves the question, is it grow at all costs or grow in the best way? And so we set ourselves with the challenge of growing in a sustainable way, a question that Costa Rica has made itself to understand how to leverage from the best-in-class resources, how to develop incentives to strive aligned with SDGs, and how to invest for future generations. The answer to this is simple. Set all efforts on human talent, sustainability, and technology to achieve this. Therefore, Costa Rica is the right partner to reach sustainability and as well productivity and truly invest with purpose. A key of how Costa Rica achieves this milestone is to have all sectors converge under one single ecosystem. The convergence between smart manufacturing, led by life sciences and advanced manufacturing, and how it's fueled by its talent, the talent and technology that thrives in sectors like digital technologies and corporate services, which in part understands the need to have a life-centered approach reflected in our health and well-being sectors, as well as tourism, all connect and complete the circle to fully achieve this convergence. A reflection of how all these sectors converge is seen with all the companies that have trusted Costa Rica as their partner to invest with purpose, but most importantly, to reinvest and continue growing through time. We in Costa Rica favor long-term relationships as we know profitability and sustainability need time to achieve its synergies. So how does Costa Rica provide value to companies? It's simple, and companies have told us repeatedly that we can summarize it in three simple words: people, planet, and prosperity. People is Costa Rica's most beloved treasure. It is the base of all the transformation the country has achieved with leaders in the field of space, democracy, and sustainability. This reflects on how the country provides platform to develop talent for the market needs and as well for future jobs. Second is planet. Imagine a country that has 99% of its energy from renewable sources, that has reverted deforestation and increased its forest coverage, and focuses its programs to align its long-term vision with social development goals. That is Costa Rica. And third, we have prosperity. Boosting a connected ecosystem in which CINDE acts as an enabler to connect not only companies of the sector, but also academia, government entities, and other key players to align effort and work on initiatives to support key programs. Double-clicking on people, the talent of Costa Rica is characterized by a labor force that is flexible enough to work with several cultures, keep its customer centricity focused, but at the same time, challenge the status quo to achieve better solutions and productivity. This is seen in the actions on the second column, showcasing the traits we have. As I mentioned, the knowledge transfer capabilities and how we are tech savvy and creative to drive innovation are very important. Understanding that these are key qualities that need to be nurtured, we've set out to make sure that we continue retooling and reskilling the talent platform to be ready for future jobs and as well provide value add for companies searching for it. The left column showcases the actions that has shaped us to how we are right now. A long-standing democracy, as well as the abolishment of the army in the late 40s, shifted much of the needed resources to education, with mandatory and free education for boys and girls and allocating large portions of GDP to health and education has been key to develop our talent. We see this reflected in important indices in which Costa Rica ranks as #1 in Latin America, given its skills and language capability. As well, Costa Rica commits 14% of government expenditure to education, many times ranking even higher or in line with more developed countries in areas such as human capital and available skilled workforce. Such results have been a reflection of the continued efforts to retool and reskill our labor force, as I mentioned before. More than 50,000 people have been trained through different initiatives in which CINDE participated, focused on providing companies with specialized talent to proactively source talent for future growth. The second P, prosperity, reflects the enterprise-wide transformation we have achieved. Our economy is a knowledge-intensive service economy. We are true value generators for the companies. Companies prosper as they utilize the skills of our talent and work together to generate a technology-enabled ecosystem, aiming to reach the highest levels of productivity and value add, with research and development in the forefront of those efforts. Understanding it takes time to achieve such transfer of knowledge, the country provides streamlined immigration procedures and business-friendly solutions for foreign talent. In addition, one of the most important incentives is our free trade zone regime, with a series of incentives to increase the return on the investment. So how has Costa Rica been able to address the COVID-19 crisis? We understood that we need to have a strategy to quickly adapt to the circumstances by responding, recovering, and reimagining how future will be. Some of the results of the strategy of the 3R is that we've created more than 20,000 new jobs. Services exports also grew despite the global economic scenarios, and we were able to have virtually all service companies work from everywhere in a matter of days, with no disruption absolutely to its business process. In terms of medtech exports, we grew by 8%, leveraging on the high quality talent that we have in Costa Rica, continued manufacturing operations, and as well, no business disruptions on logistics and supply chain. Therefore, Costa Rica served as the main manufacturing hub for several companies that suffered disruptions in other regions. Reflecting this is the service sector, which focuses on high-end value-add processes, such as automation, supply chain services, advanced finance, and HR, with mature GBS centers and also centers of excellence. Also focused on cybersecurity, software developers, and cloud support. As seen, Costa Rica has twice the average level of service exports as a percentage of total exports versus the average of other OECD members. And also, it stands out as the least restrictive OECD country for digital services in trade. But we also focus on smart manufacturing with a strong focus on health exports, being our main product of exports, and also reaching close to $4 billion in 2020 in the midst of the pandemic. Other sectors, which are also key in the advanced manufacturing, are semiconductors and parts for semiconductors as well. Also, electronic components, which service industries such as aerospace, auto, consumer electronics, among others. As seen in the image, Costa Rica covers practically all the human body with medical devices, and also services covering dental and telemedicine, along with industries or sub-industries such as pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies. One of the reasons why we have such cluster is the openness in terms of commerce and the geographical positioning of Costa Rica. The country has close to 60 free trade agreements, which grants companies preferential access to 75% of the world's GDP. It also has access to ports in the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans as well combined with commercial agreements with Asian partners such as China, Singapore, South Korea, and at the same time, free trade agreements with regions such as Europe, USA, Canada, and as well Mexico. Therefore, supply chain resilience coupled with lower transit times and risk mitigation strategies are key drivers for the continued growth we've seen during 2020 and 2021. Last but not least, our third P, planet. Costa Rica is globally known for its natural attractions and the commitment to sustainability. 99% electricity comes from renewable sources. We foster 6% of the world's biodiversity in 52,000 square meters. And we were the first tropical nation to revert deforestation. And now we have more than 50% of the national territory covered by forest. We are also one of the 5 regions in the world to have a blue zone, and we've set out to be carbon neutral by 2050. For such reasons is why we have 25 companies of the RE100 index, which are businesses committed to run with 100% renewable electricity. Some of these companies also have set in place strict standards for business partners or suppliers, which have also increased the interest in having operations with clean energy. This is also reflected in the type of tourism and tourism infrastructure we have in Costa Rica. Our country proved to be one of the main regions for tourism infrastructure as a result of having the 2nd highest nights per stay average in the world. In general, Costa Rica is all about quality of life, and that translates into our holistic view on wellness, on investments, and sustainability. Please reach out for more information at our email, invest@cinde.org, or in our social media websites, and our website, cinde.org. Thanks, and remember, invest with purpose. Costa Rica.